Hi everybody, I'm Matthew Kaufman alongside Miss Turtle. This is Kaufman's Corner. Miss Turtle, what is the reason that you chose to be an art teacher?
The reason why I chose to be an art teacher, you want the truth?
Sure.
I actually didn't choose to be an art teacher until later because I went to college on a soccer scholarship, and that's all I thought I was going to do. And be a teacher, I was going to be originally phys ed. Monmouth, unfortunately, didn't have phys ed as a major, so art was my next choice.
How long did you always want to be a teacher? Like, how long have you known that you've wanted to be in the teaching job?
I didn't know if I wanted to be a teacher. Both my parents are teachers. So that's like, you know, I grew up with parents as teachers, and when I went to college, I just had education. I just didn't think, to be honest, that I was smart enough to do anything else, to be honest.
Now, like, what type of preparation? I know every teacher's different based on like how they get ready for their day, go to Dunkin' or Starbucks in the morning. What's your kind of like routine to get ready for the day of school?
For the day? I gotta get my kids up in the morning, get them out. I don't go to Dunkin', I don't go to Starbucks. I don't drink coffee in the morning. I get here, no, I don't drink coffee, I don't know. And I don't know, it's almost like a Groundhog Day. It's just the same thing every day. So it's a routine of just nothing. Get here and just, what day is it? Oh, C-Day, okay. And then you get yourself mentally prepared.
Is that the first thing you do? You check the calendar, what day it is?
Yes, so I know if I have, what classes I have that day, because I still can't remember.
Well, so after that, what is a typical day like as you run through the classes throughout the day?
Typical day. Different than an academic teacher where you're kind of lecturing and talking the whole time, and you're in my class, so you know it's like we introduce a project, and then it's almost like you're on autopilot. And then I just bop around, see if kids need things, and then and the distractions that come in, as you know.
Yeah.
You just deal with, I don't know, every day's always different. There's always a different something going on. It's never the same in art because there's so many variables that could change.
Now, if a student came up to you and they said, Miss Turtle, I want to be an art teacher, what are 3 things that they could do to get to that dream?
Now I feel like it's a little bit harder to do that because in high school you can't take 4 years of something unless you're in a IB or, you know, humanities or FPAC, but because you got to take you know, like financial literacy, so it cuts into sometimes electives. If you're lucky to get past fine art or applied art too, but you have to now, I think, have a digital portfolio of your work. So not only stuff in school, outside of school, if you want to apply to art school, if you just want to apply to a college that has art as a major, it's a little bit easier, but still you have to have some kind of, you can't just say, hey, I'm going to major in art. Okay, you have to show your artwork to be accepted into it.
Now, what's it like for you, as you mentioned earlier, getting the kids up in the morning, going back and forth? Is it more, I guess, fun for you in a way to be able to see your kids grow up going through school as well as teaching for you?
Yes. I think, like, as a mom and being a teacher, it's always been an easy job because you're done at 2, you're done at 3, you still get to enjoy going to your kids' activities after school. So, and like you get holidays and stuff off, and you get to spend time with your kids that way, which is sometimes fun.
What's your favorite part about teaching?
That's a good question. There's so many favorite parts. I think I like the high school level because I like building relationships with you guys, and I think that's probably my favorite part, just having like a good relationship with my students.
Now, if you weren't in the career that you're in now, being an art teacher or a phys ed teacher, if you weren't a teacher at all, what would you be doing?
I don't know. Probably something in fitness along the sports line. I would stay with either that, or I do love, and I kind of wish that before I went to college that I knew more about this, like with having parents as teachers, and you know, you sometimes don't know, you kind of like, okay, my parents were like, after college you get a job, I would go into forensics. You know, like I watch too much Law and Order. But I would probably do something that, like, or a cop, forensics, that kind of side, or I would stay in the fitness industry.
Now, paint me a picture of what school is like after. So after you leave at the end of the day, what goes on?
And my life at home?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I just go home and sit on the couch. No. I get home, boys get home at 3. I then either take someone to their Lego class, soccer practice, another soccer practice, dinner, then make lunches at night, and then by 9:30 I'm on the couch and I just don't want to do anything else. Oh, and I go to the gym in between that.
Thank you for your time today,
Thank
Turtle.
you. I appreciate it.